You see, the problem is you're not motivated. The problem is you think somebody cares that you don't feel like it. We don't care. You got this mistaken. You think you have a choice in this matter. You don't. Get to work. Get to work. Or, let me give you a scenario. 3 years go by and you're watching this same video in the same position. What scares you more? That or your dream? And really think about it. And I'm not saying it's trying to force self-development down your throat or nothing like that. I just want you to really answer that question. What's scarier? You doing actions trying to achieve your dream or you being in the same position you were in 3 years ago? That's motivation enough. And let me tell you, through your journey of doing actions and doing the thing, there are moments where you need to recharge. I am not taking that away from you because I know how valuable and how important recharging is. But chances are, if you're watching this video, the likelihood of you recharging right now is slim to none. That's not the problem we have right now. The problem is you're not motivated, or you don't feel like you're motivated, or you don't feel like doing the thing. And that is a problem because you think somebody asked you. We didn't ask you that. Motivation alone can only get you so far. You have to be driven by your purpose. Your purpose is gonna be the thing that drives you when you don't feel like doing the thing. Because I'm telling you, when your back is against the wall, you don't have time to think about that. You don't have time to think about that. If you're a single parent with 5 kids and they all relying on you, you just don't have the luxury to be thinking about it or to not feel motivated to do it because your purpose is higher. Your purpose is high. It's at an all-time high. Them kids are hungry. They gotta eat. They have to eat. And if you're my age, in your 20s, this is the most amount of time we are ever gonna have before we get kids. So if you're watching this video right now, you have no kids, I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. You're living the dream because you have more time than somebody that has 1 kid or 2 or 3 or 7. You have the luxury of time. So I'm not saying you can't be unmotivated. I'm saying you need to find your purpose and why you're doing it because I'm telling you, motivation does not last long. It does not last long. Every time you get motivated, you do certain actions for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then it falls off. That goes to show you that motivation alone is not gonna get it done. It's just not. You need something bigger. You need purpose, brother. You need purpose. You gotta find out what your why is and why you're doing it because that purpose, that drive is gonna drive you to be more productive because purpose drives your priorities and your priorities drives your productivity that leads to your actions. You figure out what your purpose is, everything else is gonna fall in line. If you frequently rely on motivation, which again, motivation is not a bad thing, but it should not be the thing that you rely on. If you rely on that dopamine boost, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it because that thing alone can't drive you for a year, for 2 years, for 5 years. It's not gonna drive you. That thing alone is not gonna drive you because you're constantly gonna be stopping every time you hit a roadblock. But your purpose is gonna drive you on them days when you don't even feel like doing it. And again, there is a difference between stopping and recharging. A difference between needing motivation versus needing to recharge. But I am 70–80% sure that if you're watching this video, you're not currently recharging. You're confused. So I say all that to say, nobody cares. Nobody cares that you're not feeling motivated to do the thing right now. Nobody cares. Especially if you got no kids. We really don't care. I need you to get up off your butt and get it done. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.